How's it going, everybody? My name is Father Macabre, but you can call me Tynan. Today, we're going to be playing some Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Now, I've actually never played this game before, but I know it's pretty old. I know a lot of big YouTubers have played this to death, PewDiePie, Markiplier, but hey, gotta start somewhere. So, why not just hop right into it? Let's see. It's time to play. Let's go ahead and start on normal. Start game.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Well, I guess my name is Daniel. And I am apparently having trouble remembering who I am. Let's see. Memento. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. What's back this way? Got that lean? Okay. Alright. Open you up. What you got in here? Pick up this tinderbox. Okay, so tab is the inventory. Let's get going. This castle's sick. Whoa. Hey now. Calm down there, buddy. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the... Let's go this way. It's just a staircase. Okay, nothing to be too afraid of. So far. This is very important. What the fuck was that? I did not like that. Okay. Let's see here. No, please. I'm too young and pretty. Don't. Just let me go. Can we not? Please? so no standing in darkness. Got it. What do you have in here for me? A shirt. Not very useful. I'm disappointed in here. Follow the liquid. Old archives. The doors slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old trailer at Berkeley Square. Another Lone Soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. My sanity's not doing too well. The trail ends here. Alright. You're gonna have to do a little bit more than do gusts of wind. We have the lantern. Oh. $10. Okay. What do we got in here? Nothing. Okay. Pick up the oil.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Hardcore, man. My old self assigned the new me to kill me. Kill Alexander, rather. Okay. I mean, I don't know why we're doing it. But sure. had to make sure that there's nothing in there. Entrance hall. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to afford a sense of guilt connected to the neglect with the family.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
So we're off to the inner sanctum. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Go ahead and top up on some oil for the lantern. Great. Up the staircase. Down the staircase, rather. Actually, let's explore up here first. Tinderbox. Let's go this way. I think we're gonna have to go to the lab. Let's go to the laboratory. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. And I really doing this, the young boy thought as he struck his victim with a rock. Get a little light in here. More oil. More oil.
Something is wrong.
Oh, so wrong.
There should be more cuprites. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
This is my third attempt to produce artificial vita. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and ophromite are given to the cuprite, binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. The lack of a chimney is properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments have taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Why's the baby crying? He flew to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in the stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be persecuted. Some sort of organic. Find the key to the wine cellar. I'm gonna guess it's up this way. Back to the archives. Fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just as the ones in Constantinople. Boy's got the door off the hinges. Okay. Stepping it up.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Bergenberg. The contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Barenberg, is to recommend my services at the Persian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Gretsch.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh no, not trapped. Whatever shall he do? Alright, let's get it going. Dang, nothing. The door leading to the local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? I want to test this. Does this... Oh, I guess glass isn't destructible. It wouldn't know. Oh, this is the path that I just went. Okay. Run down this way. Regain a little bit of stamina. Hey, yo, what? collapsing.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
So picking up that note made me have a little comatose trip. That's always fun. Okay. Pick up some tinder boxes and some oil. Let's go ahead and replenish that. Throw that away. Or put it away, rather. And this is collapsed. Must find a new way out of this area. Great. Any of the stone able to be picked up?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
There is some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Hussard and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Astrodot. Deep within the East Persian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor castle. Brennenburg, the quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes, is picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since this will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep repeating. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by the tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to still living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Austria in the 16th century. At the start of the 16th century, he resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all of the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow to the northwest lands over the near, never to be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Allestrat, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family and his castle nearby. Allestat and most of those noble birth rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Persian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, living through the time of occupation and joining the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Well, that was a interesting little lore dump, but I think this is a good place to call it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to have to be it for this episode. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel.